Toronto, the nation's largest and busiest city, has been undergoing a renaissance in recent years, culminating in the redevelopment of its harborfront on the shores of Lake Ontario. Right in the heart of this great city lays the Gardiner Expressway, an elevated east-west roadway built in 1955. While it provides cross-city access for citizens, this highway essentially splits the downtown core from the harborfront, a problem that is exacerbated by the out-of-date, lengthy ramps that allow access. In an effort to reconnect downtown with Lake Ontario, a construction project is underway to tear down this long ramp and replace it with a much shorter ramp exiting onto nearby Simcoe Street. In addition to creating a much more efficient access point from the highway to ground level, the project will also free up some much needed space for sidewalks, green space, and general beautification. The first phase of this job involved the removal of the decking, girders, and redundant piers of the old exit ramp. Once completed, the heavy lifting can begin. 35 new steel girders weighing in at 200 tons will need to be lifted into place. That's where Niagara rigging and erecting comes in. It's go time, and not a moment too soon. With the hustle and bustle of a major metropolis in the background, NRE will only have 5 days to get the steel erected, clearing the way for paving crews. Heavy-duty bearings have already been installed on top of the piers, and lifting begins.
At the beginning, bring our crane on site and lay out the bearings where the beams start, finish, where their center lines are, and bring a truck in. We give them a shipping list so it's loaded correctly, so we're not unloading the truck and sorting it, and we can erect right off the truck and start putting the girders up and tying them all together. Yeah, it's a good job. It's fast-paced. They want it done fairly quick to keep going with the summer season and get the good weather to get all their concrete done.
A high level of organization and planning allows NRE to erect their steel at a rapid pace. After the girders and crossbeams are hoisted into position, they need to be secured. Bolting them into place involves crew members working 20 meters above the ground. Safety and teamwork are paramount.
The safety aspect is always first, of course, making sure that everybody gets back to their family. And it all comes down to teamwork and having great people, because you're only as good as your people. And your people are basically the solid foundation that brings you. I don't have to look around my shoulder and stuff like that. I can concentrate on my task at hand as a foreman and know that it's getting done right. You know, I can hook onto a piece, I can send it in the air and know that they're going to be able to deal with it.
If you're not organized, you're not going to get a lot of steel up in a day. You got to have a good gang of guys and a good crane operator and be organized, and everything will usually go well. Everything's fitting, good weather, good people, job's going good.
NRE and their good gang of guys are making great progress as they fly through the steel girder installation. And as the crew gets into the 4th day of steel erecting, they've managed to set themselves up for the easy win.
Yeah, we're done the Gardiner Expressway Lower Simcoe ramp extension. Been here since Monday, it's now Thursday, and all the steel's up.
With all the steel in place, NRE has left themselves an entire day to finesse any finishing touches.
We're just wrapping up the tools and gear, demobilizing, pretty much done now. Finish all the bolting, fill all the holes, snug the bolts, mark the bolts, and then turn the bolts 1/3 of the turn. Small amount of welding to do tomorrow, and then we'll be off site.
And with those finishing touches completed, NRE hands the site back over to the contractor for paving. Upon completion, this ramp will be part of a more modern highway footprint for an ever-expanding city. And none of it would have been possible without the steel erection proficiency of Niagara Rigging and Erecting.